Hey, Casas Adobe's Pastor John here with a family message on what we're going to be looking at this Sunday. And actually, this Sunday, we are going to be hearing a story that is kind of familiar to us. You may have heard it. Some of the adults may have heard it. It's about a bunch of leaders, church leaders, wanting to trick Jesus. And so they asked Jesus a question. They said, "Is it okay to pay taxes?" Now, they were actually waiting for Jesus to say no. Okay, if he said no, then it would make it sound like, oh, well, Jesus is against the government and he's a bad person because he says, don't pay your tax. And if he said yes, then that would make the people mad because back in Jesus's time, the Romans were putting the taxes on, and it would have made Jesus sound like he supported Rome. And so Jesus really couldn't answer either way, and they were waiting for him to mess up. But Jesus used that moment to teach an important lesson. And so Jesus said, anybody have a coin? Can I see a coin? And so somebody said, yeah, here's a coin. And so what Jesus did is he held up a coin. This is a picture of a coin. And he said, whose picture is on the coin? And everyone looked and they said, well, of course, it's Caesar's. And Jesus said, then give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. And the religious leaders stood there because they didn't have an answer. Jesus is saying, give to Caesar what is Caesar's. So, what is Caesar's and what is God's? Now, in terms of how we live, giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, Caesar is about worldly things, things that belong to the world, things that don't really belong to God. If you think about the things that belong to God, Caesar is about power, Caesar is about prestige, Caesar is about controlling people. God, what is God about? What is the image of God? We know the image of Caesar. What's the image of God? Well, I have some pictures here. Let's say, is this an image of God? Or is this an image of God? How about this? Or maybe this. This is an image from China. Or how about this? And here is an image that my son Nicholas painted, and it's a picture of a Mexican farmer as the Good Shepherd. So are those images of God? Or can images of God be something even more? Look around you. Look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, do you see an image of God? When you look at your family, do you see an image of God? I know I do. And when I see all of you at Fun Day School, or when I would see you in class, I look out and I see the image of God. And so, as we study our story and as we think about Fun Day School this week, I want you to think about giving to God what belongs to God. When you look in the mirror, I want you to say, do I belong to God? Am I giving what belongs to God? Me? Am I doing the best for God? So how do we show that image of God? Are we including the whole world together? Or are we trying to put God in one little tiny place? So these are questions that we are hopefully going to discuss and answer, and what it really means to be the image of God and what it means to be the image of Caesar. So I want you to be well, be safe, of course, be a blessing, and I will see you all on Sunday. Peace.